Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to Black Sheep Knives. Today I wanted to talk about a Civivi that I don't think people know about. Maybe you guys do. Maybe I'm the one that just didn't know about it. But I think that this is probably one of the coolest Civivis I've ever seen. That's out on the market currently. That if you don't know about it, you're about to find out about it. Um, Let me open this bad boy up. But while I do, let me just talk about this. When I was browsing inventory recently this past week to buy inventory, I came across this Civivi, and I usually like to kind of window shop around, see what there is brand-wise. The whole point of the brand for me, not Civivi, but Black Sheep Knives, is to find knives that stand out, that are maybe less common, that people wouldn't normally buy, or the lesser known models, so to speak. And so I was browsing through Civivi's selection along with a couple other brands, and I stumbled upon this knife, and I was surprised that I had never heard of it. And for starters, from an artistic standpoint, this knife is just awesome. Whoever designed it, I never did pay attention to the designer of the knife. They did a great job. This knife is so incredibly striking. The colors that they chose for this knife, as far as production color choices, is absolutely fantastic. I do wish that they had chose maybe a little wider range of colors. A black blade would have been really cool, an all black blade. But anyway, I've kind of blue-balled you guys enough. Maybe you can see from the box what the knife is called, but this is called Civivi's Starflare. So, here's the knife. This is Nitro V blade steel, aluminum scales, with these really cool, almost shooting star millings on the blade and on the scales. It's a button lock. It's got an ambidextrous pocket clip, and it is on ceramic bearings, if I'm not mistaken. Also, these fantastic thumb studs, very generous thumb studs. Now I'm just gonna set this down here, let you guys admire that for a second. I wish more brands kind of did this. In my personal opinion, I wish more brands sort of ventured out and did things that are very, tastefully stunning, so to speak. There are some brands, in my personal opinion, that seem to follow the same almost cookie cutter design philosophy, which is, it's fair. I understand that. I get the reasoning behind that. But Civivi, along with a couple other brands that I've been paying attention to, I would say another one being Kaiser, they and probably QB as well. They really do push the design envelope, and they think outside the box, and I really enjoy that. I think that's just more so probably from an artistic standpoint. I know a lot of people out there who are knife enthusiasts probably care more about the knives from a tool user standpoint than they do necessarily like an artistic craftsman standpoint. Hey, I could be wrong. If you're one of those people, maybe share your opinion in the comments. I don't know. Up to you. But I'm someone who comes from both sides. I went to art school. I was a 2D illustrator for a decade. My dad was a blue-collar worker. He was a welder, electrician. He did general maintenance. He worked when in his younger years. He was an auto mechanic. He did welding. He kind of was a very hands-on, all-around kind of guy. It still is. Well, I shouldn't say still is, but he's retired now. But that's sort of like what I grew up around. And so I got to appreciate both realms. I got to appreciate my world and his world, because they both kind of coincide, to go hand in hand. There were times where he had to draw out diagrams of things he was constructing or repairing, for that matter. So I appreciate both sides of the craft, so to speak, as far as trying to think of what the word would be. It's escaping me. Craftsmanship, I guess. Tooling. That's probably the best thing I can come up with. But I really think that this knife is a great example of both realms, both hemispheres of that. I don't know if you guys agree. This does come in a bunch of colors. Comes in this lime green. It comes in a red with a Damascus steel blade. It comes in a gray, and it also comes in a black. It's got a black aluminum scales and a black blade. Although the black blade bit is only black on the blade part, this upper portion where the thumb studs are, I believe, is still the like blade steel silver. I'm not really sure what that design philosophy was behind that, but yeah. But I just think it's such a cool knife. It's so unique. It's got so much personality, and I haven't seen anybody talking about it, or many people talking about it. So I wanted to geek out over it, because I love artistic knives, so to speak. And I also, the other thing that I probably glanced over is it's space oriented. It's Starflare. It's such a cool name, and I've always been kind of a space geek myself. The universe is a very fascinating subject, and it's bountiful and endless. And I know that a lot of us in school grew up hearing a lot about that subject, and hearing about Stephen Hawking, and hearing from Neil deGrasse Tyson, and so forth and so on. So that's also kind of the other thing when I saw this knife that just kind of struck me. I was like, wow. Yeah. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. Currently have one of these in stock. I'll probably get more. I sold one recently to a client, and they were overjoyed about it. So if you guys, like I said, if you guys don't know about it, now you do. Again, satin finish, Nitro V blade steel, lime green aluminum handle. They do come in a multitude of colors. Button lock. They only come in button lock. So yeah. Anyway, that's it for this video. Enough of me rambling. I hope you enjoyed it. Really, really cool knife. It does have a great action. Very smooth. Great button lock. Yeah. Be sure to check it out. Grab one yourself. Have a good one, guys. And be kind to others. Take care.